Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Pierce, and I wanted to share with you our most recent program, the Equine Facilitator Program. So hold on a minute while I share my screen. And here we go. So I have been teaching most of my professional career, one thing or another. Since 2008, I've had a very successful run with our Equine Gestaltist program. That is a program that is 2 years in length, and we have 253 graduates worldwide that are certified by Touch by Horse and myself to do deep process work with people and to do trauma-informed work with clients. There is also an advanced program called GCM, and it's like a master's program to that one. But there felt like there was a calling for something I did prior to 2008, along with my private clients as a psychotherapist and a coach. I also created a lot of workshops. And in those workshops, I would work with people with these incredible clairsentient beings by my side and had a tremendous amount of success with that. If you're curious more about me personally or about my background, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a psychotherapist and a coach, and definitely a lifelong horseman, been a horse trainer. I've shown at a world level, lots of stuff. If you're interested in all that, you can go to touchedbyahorse.com, and my biography is on there, and you can learn a lot more there than I really need to go into here. So for the most part, I feel that what I want you to know at this juncture is, for me, I did not want to create a facilitator program in which the horses were tools. My horses are my partners. They are my friends, and they are clairsentient, brilliant beings in their own right. And therefore, I simply partner with them and add whatever I can to the experience for the client, and they add what they can for the client as well. But let's look at what we've created. We started it in April of 2022. And so we're now going to contract with people who are interested in training with me in this way, beginning April 2023. So there's a lot to it. Obviously, I have a lot of pictures of my gypsy vanners. I've got quarter horses and paints and different horses on my facility. And sometimes people are wondering which one of my programs are right for them, or is this one right for you? So I believe this is the right program for you if you really like sharing the wisdom of horses with groups, families, and businesses. Definitely if you want to touch human hearts through the magic of horses. There are other programs out there which utilize horses in games with them that are much more from an intellectual standpoint. Nothing wrong with that at all. People come away with a more intellectual understanding about themselves or about horses themselves. And in ours, it's a much more heartfelt expression and definitely more heartfelt learning. We are based in a different venue with the horses than most of the other programs are. And so if you see horses as having their own wisdom, not everybody does. If you see horses as wise partners, they have their own wisdom, their own things to offer, not a mirror of us. To me, that minimizes what they're really doing and saying. If you see them more as holding their own inherent wisdom, then this might be the program for you. So let's begin a little bit with the end in mind. You might be looking to do small workshops on a small property with 8 to 10 people there. You might be looking to do larger workshops. This is at my Colorado facility, and did this about 3 years ago with a group of high-end real estate agents. Some of the top cream of the crop of Denver showed up for a play day to learn more about themselves and that type of thing. And in every case, whoever you're working with is happy to have that connection with the horse. And so we have a lot of these experiences that I've created that bring out the best of people who have never been near horses before, who are novices, if at all. This is the first time this man had led a horse in his life, and he was doing something I call the belief cones. So those types of experiences, I don't think we ever forget what a 1,200-pound animal shows us and teaches us. So those are experiences with horses. They have a lot of fun. They connect on the ranch. They have camaraderie. They have deep discussions and business discussions. And in every way, it's an experience they don't forget. So I created the program to have 3 trimesters, 3 3-month trimesters, a total of 9 months of training. In that training, the types of things that we cover is how to make small business group offers, how to work with clubs, how to work with corporate offerings, larger corporations, family workshops, and mindfulness days, all of which are popular for horses and humans to come together to explore. The classes are set up on Zoom. The whole program is done online. There's 3, should say live Zoom classes, my typo, each month, the first 3 weeks of each month of the 9 or 27 classes in all. The curriculum covers a lot of things. This is just a few. How to cover your legalities, business 101, how to make sure your horses are prepared for working with these types of clients. So we're pretty heavy on the horse readiness piece of it. Tools you need to create a really good workshop day, finding or creating the correct facility. Steps, we have a 180 question checklist that our facilitators go through starting 6 months before their workshop to make sure they don't miss a thing, everything rolls out. How do you market them? How do you professionally facilitate? How do you find the companies, the families, and the businesses who would want to come to your workshops? 27 classes, all on different things, even dealing with difficult clients, just all types of things that are in the curriculum itself. The curriculum is on a dashboard as well, and it joins our class materials. We have right now, as I'm recording this, about 75 different printable things that you take off of your dashboard and put in your notebook that you'll keep and that you'll have as instructions afterwards. That's in addition to the materials that we send to you. And we send a box of student materials of things that we think you'll need to build your tools, etc. And so all those class materials are on what we call your dashboard. The dashboard is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the entire 9 months. We tell you when we think it's something you should print off for keeping, but it's also the classes that I teach. I teach all the classes live. It's also the classes that I teach go up on the dashboard the night that they're done. And you can go back and re-listen to the class anytime and repeat it anytime in the 9 months. So it's very much self-study. You come to class live if you can, and you stay up on the classes as you go through, but you have all the hands-on ability to go back and review classes and go over it during that 9 months as much as you want or need to. I've created 18 individual experiences. These experiences with the horses are designed in those areas that we spoke about. Some of the experiences lead the way very well for working with families. Families sometimes come because they have their oldest child going off to college. They want a meaningful experience with someone with the horses that can help them communicate the things that they want to communicate as a family. Or it could be experiences that we have in here around the mindfulness, how to remain in the present moment, how to drop anxiety, how to learn to be more who you are authentically. We have other days you design for a business or team building or a corporate group. So there's 18 different experiences. The average workshop, you would select 4 to 5 of those experiences for each workshop that you do. Now there's 3 video intensive days. I had a professional video company come in and film very short videos to show how the different exercises and experiences are accomplished. On those 3 video days, we also discuss a lot of things. So things on marketing and business in general, as well as working with clients, finding clients, all of that are in these intensive days, 1 each trimester. Those are also on your dashboard, and you also can take a look at those. You build a lot of tools. We help you build tools that you can use for working with your clients. And we do a lot for helping you understand where your clients may be in relation to horses. What a very different experience it is for them to be near a horse, to brush a horse, to hang with a horse for the day, to lead a horse, all very new experiences for most of the clients who attend these types of workshops. So we build in sensitivity on your part, the facilitator, of what you watch for and what you sink in and what you underscore for your clients. Now, all types of horses can be partners with you, and you usually don't need a lot of horses to do this. So oftentimes, if you have 2 really good steady Eddie horses, you can do your smaller workshops and you're going to do just fine. It's also something that people will have you do on their facility and borrow their horses, because you're not riding them, you're not training them, you're not putting them under stress. You're allowing them to be the wise, incredible, contactful animals that they are in their own right. So you can find a lot of different horses, different breeds that are excellent for doing this kind of work. And it's one of the things we talk about and that I go over with you and help you assess and prepare your horse for all the different things they'll experience in a workshop. Again, another thing for you is this is right for you. If you want to touch human hearts through the magic of horses, if you're called to learn more about human and equine behavior and the intertwine of those two, if you feel like you have a natural interest in relationships with people and communication, the art of communication, it's a great course for you. And if you want to create a solid income stream involving your equine partners, you could do 2 or 3 workshops a year and pay for all of the expenses of your horses, which for a lot of people, that in and of itself is something they would love to do, to feel like their horses were really carrying their own weight. So our book pack and registration is $495. The total tuition is $5,900. We have a 3 payment option that you can pay each trimester on the program. And I want to show you kind of how that breaks out. If you did 1 workshop and it charged $375 per person, which is an average, some workshops are more, some might be a little less. You had 16 participants, 1 day, 8:30 to 5:30, you would make back what I have created for you here from the wisdom of my entire 37-year career. So it seems pretty fair to me that you can earn back in 1 day. And what if you needed to do 2 days? What if you had to do 2 workshops with 8 participants in each one? You earn this back very quickly. It's an investment in you, an investment in your horses, and it can become a really fine income stream for you. So for me, that is what I most wanted to share today. Wanted you to understand what this program is. We are working at it right now to bring people in for the April 2023, which means by the end of 23, you are positioned for a very lucrative career alongside your horses as your partners. If you have any questions, you can write to Peggy at touchedbyahorse.com or our office, either one. Either one can get you more information. Peggy does a lot of hands-on speaking to people about it to make sure this is the right fit. We only want you to go through it if it's the right fit for you. We have people who have done my other 2 programs who have backed back into this one because they know if there's one thing that I'm really good at, it's teaching. So if you're interested in this type of learning, we'd love to have you explore it. and join us in 2023. Like I say, we are booking now for it. So you probably want to send your interest and your contract in sooner than later so that we're not full. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.